Alrighty, you guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. It's me, Aaron Fantasy, back once again. How you doing? Yes. Okay, honey. So I wanted to talk about. I said, let me make this a completely separate video. My Carnival Cruise ship, my Carnival Cruise was about 2.5 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. Okay, I had a family tragedy, but that's not the video. So I wanted to post a lot more to this new Gay Gone Global. Okay, we're going to be in my name Jesus. Going to be traveling around the world. I'm gonna be, because I love you guys. I share with my dreamers. Okay, got multiple channels. I said I eat a lot, so I'm gonna make a food channel for that. I travel. This is the travel channel. Do hot topics. I'll be interested in hot topics. That is my main channel. Okay, but anyway, we are going to. It's only one video on here, so I said let me go ahead and I was about to do it on that video, but I just wanted to show the fun and the pros and all the great things that was going on. And I said when I was about to do like a little review and stuff, the pros and the cons. Okay, I said that would be a good separate video number 2. So I went to the carnival. This is my first time going to the carnival. Overall, I had a pretty good experience. Okay, it had a lot of pros. It was beautiful, good food. It was pretty fun. Okay, and it had quite a few cons as well. Okay, and I left them a review as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the review that I left them and be honest and stuff like that. Okay, if you are maybe you young, okay, this video is for you if you're on the younger side, or let's say more the fun side. Okay, I'm in my mid 30s. Okay, if you're in your 20s and stuff like that, and or under 40 or 40s, but you're more the fun person. Okay, maybe you're wild and free, and you like the club, like to drink and stuff like that. Maybe wear little androgynous clothes. Maybe you're gay. Okay, my gay viewers and stuff. Okay, Carnival may not, unless I was with a friend, but you were not going to be as free as you think you can be. Like, you can't wear everything. I had to not wear some things like my androgynous clothes, being half naked. I would tell you why. It's because they had kids on there. Kids and a lot of teenagers and immature teenagers and stuff. The kids was more mature than the teenagers that was on there. But the teenagers was kind of hanging out in the food courts, acting up, running around, doing some weird stuff, hollering and stuff like that. But out of respect for the kids and the teenagers, and also that was, I'm about to tell you a story. I'm about to cuss out this old lady, honey. Like, girl, you need to grow, honey, you're already grown up, but honey, you need to get into society, honey. Your world has changed, girl. See, now I'm over there in my look. Girls can wear their bikinis, but honey, I was respectful. I had like a cute little cut shorts. What I have on my see-through little top. She looked at me crazy. I was like, bitch. So, that is one of the big cons that I wrote on here, honey, that if you're gay and you're fabulous, little androgynous, little free and stuff, you cannot be as free, with what you're wearing and stuff like that, because, you're going to feel awkward. Most part, people are friendly and nice, but I'm about to do a podcast. I have another, like a gay spiritual channel and everything. Go where you are celebrated, not just tolerated. You kind of fall into the spirit and the realm of being tolerated, you see. But it's like everybody's having their own fun and doing their own thing, but you're tolerated. And that's something that I did not like. Let me make sure I'm recorded because the enemy been trying me here lately. So let's go down the list. Okay, so that was the big thing that bothered me. Okay, all right. So and I'm speaking on, I'm gonna say in the gay perspective, the gay fun-free perspective. Okay, because this first one here, the clubs were mid. I went over there to the clubs and stuff like that, and they were mid. It was barely people dancing. You see, the drinks was kind of weak. I did write that down. Need to write that down in case I forget. The drinks were weak throughout the whole cruise. I had to go on the islands. The islands. I forgot the first place we went to. It's not Cancun, but the second place we went to was Ensalada, Mexico. Drinks were weak. You need to write that down. But the first one is the clubs was mid, whereas I only did one night of the clubs. They were just mid. The music was mid. Um, it was just very mid. Nobody really talked to anybody. They just was dancing, and then you, oh, this is good. The guy came around and he was like, you can't have drinks on dance, which is understandable. But it was like he was telling select few, okay, the guys and stuff that, and especially if you're gay and whatever, just to get the gays, or it was only two of us. Two, it was no gay people there. There was, it was just, it was like he selected. You can't have drinks on there, and notice it was gay dudes and stuff. The people that they're the one on the dance floor, and that's what I wrote here. Maybe that's the reason why I put it catered to women and stuff, and whatever. My friend dipped out first. Okay, I said let me go ahead and just experience the whole thing and stuff. I dipped out around. They did last all night long. Okay, I was like, let me just enjoy these drinks and stuff. I drank like 5 drinks, didn't feel anything, and stuff. It was just it catered to women. The music was mid. Regular people dancing. The only thing I liked was the boots on the ground, honey. Okay, I liked the little dance, but they did the steps. Okay, that was the only thing that I liked. Okay, so it just was mid, catered to the women. The gays would have went in and dipped right on out. Okay, the separate restaurants. Okay, I wrote that down. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Maybe I have to go back into the feeling of when I just left the cruise. But I put the restaurants were separate. Okay, maybe that's a good thing because I did put the food was great. The food was great. Okay, it didn't look. It was long lines. I did not like that. It was crowded, but they cooked it right in front of you. Even not the catering, but the buffet areas was excellent. The breakfast, the brunch was excellent. They made the burgers right in front of you. I always ate your damn burger, okay? Cause that was really good. The hot dogs was excellent, and then it was like different hot dogs. It was like bratwurst and different types of hot dogs. It was really really good. I had a friend who went to the specialty restaurants. Honey, I was not missing out. I was not missing out. The food was excellent. Okay, and stay tuned to the fantasy food tours. I make a because I'm a big foodie as well. I like to travel, and I'm a big foodie. Okay, so I will be putting in the food portion of that on the fantasy food tours channel when I get it open. Okay, which is real soon. Okay, I did say that's a negative. The kids and the teenagers was everywhere. I just wish it was no kids and teenagers. Okay, because you couldn't have fun. You couldn't be wild. You couldn't, you know, I had to water myself down. There you go. I was speaking to my aunt. I was talking to some of my family members about the cruise. It's like I had to water myself down. I had to calm it down a lot because be respectful for the kids and the teenagers and that old dirty bitch. I'm put old bitch. Okay, that old dirty bitch. Okay. Oh, that's what she did. She pointed. And I said, honey, and I went on to the table, honey, it's not nice to point. Don't be doing all that damn pointing, okay? Okay, my friend was like, oh, she's pointing at me, at you. Girl, honey, she pointing directly at me. When someone pointing directly at you, they're pointing at you, okay? Anywho, so that old dirty bitch, okay? And then, let's see, the drinks were good. They were real, okay, I remember that. They were real tasty. Real taste. I might put a shot up some of the drinks, different drinks. They were delicious, very delicious. Okay, very very tasty, but they were not strong at all. Like I remember, I had one day 5 drinks, and then I wasn't on a drink package, so I was kind of paying for that out of pocket and stuff. Even if I was on a drink package, I'd probably be mad because you would have used it all up and still not be drunk or something. I don't know how to describe it. Um, The drinks was not strong at all. You'll have to take. You need a drink package, and then if you got the drink package, you use it all up or something, or you mess up your liver because it would take about 10 damn drinks for you to feel anything. They were not strong at all. They were watered down, but it was. But that my friend said maybe they watered it down with lots of sugar. Okay, so you're just gonna mess up your liver with all that sugar. Okay. Um, let's see. Long on the island. On the island. Okay, so on the islands, now they didn't play. What was the first place? I would put the place of the first place right there down below. Okay, 'cause I keep forgetting. I was at getting my hair cut recently, and I forgot the damn first island that we went to. But these two islands, which was that first one, and the enchilada. Okay, I can't forget enchilada because it rhymes with enchiladas. Okay, but don't say that while you're over there. I think the people was a little offended, but they didn't say nothing because I was really nice and friendly. Okay, enchilada. Okay, they are very, what you call it? They are the pioneers of the tequila. Okay, everywhere you went over there, they are the pioneers of tequila. So they gave you like shots of tequila, free tequila. They gave what you call it, where people go around the city, and then they'll stop at the tequila thing and they give you free tequila and stuff like that. So now when I made over there, one drink, one drink gave me what I needed. I was feeling right. I was turned up. Okay. When I drink something good, maybe my tequila is my drink to get me lit. And I've been waiting on that for a minute. I had to go on the islands in order to feel that way. I did not feel that way at all on the cruise ship. Okay. I had to go on the island to feel turned up, and the drink is actually giving what it's supposed to give. Okay. So it was great on the islands. Okay. One margarita had me feeling right. Okay. My friend had to hold me back because he was afraid that I was gonna get arrested or something. But he began to get turned up as a drink hit there. He was like, "Yes, bitch, these drinks don't play over here." Okay, all right, honey. All right, okay. Here's the big negative con as well. All right, and you see, things were separate. Like I wrote down, like spirit. You know how spirit? Okay, the drinks are separate. Your bass is separate. Okay, you pay your ticket is separate. Your chair is separate, and then it all adds. You paid a super dirt ass cheap ticket. It was dirt cheap. Okay, but when you pay for everything, it adds up to one big bill, and that's what it did to me. And I knew that was going to happen during it. I was like, they added this, then the Wi-Fi was separate. Okay, and then you had to upgrade it in order to talk to your friend, and then use the internet because the what they had, everything on there was kind of mid. It was the events was mid. So I kind of was watching Netflix in my room. I wanted to watch Netflix in my room because the clubs was mid. I lost at the what you call it. I lost at the where they punch numbers. And I win it at the casino a little bit, but what you call it when you punch a number? Bingo. I lost at bingo. So I wanted to go in my room and watch my little Netflix and stuff. So things was mid. Wasn't all that great. It wasn't all that exciting like I imagined. So I needed the internet, so that was separate. So everything was separate. And the big negative was they charged me another additional $80, even though when they were serving my drinks, I always, even though it was out of my pocket, I always gave $2 to $3 or $5. I always tip. I'm a big believer in tipping. Okay, because I've been in the service industry, within buses, loading bags. Thank God that I've never been in the burger places or shopping, dealing with customers that way. But I understand how that feels when you in the service industry and food is good, relying on tips. I've been doing DoorDash recently and stuff. So people rely on those tips and stuff. So I tell them all the time, if I had the money, I would Because look what I'm doing with a little bit of money. Okay, in my fantasy vibe channel. We go in. Okay, show them what you do with a little bit of money, so he can bless you with the big money. Okay, but I always tip, and then for me to get hit with that $80 gratuity at the end as well, it made me so mad. That made me so mad. I was too through. I was ready to go. I'm so sorry. I was ready to go. Okay. So here's some good positive. I'm just going down the list. I love the people. The people, it was some great relationships we made, great people we talked to. So, I don't look at your money. Don't look at the money and them overcharging you, not overcharging you, but it's like they kept everything was separate and kept getting money. If you just ignore the money, heck, I still ignored the money until the balances revealed itself. But for like a week or a half later, okay, because I felt like it was about the experience. But it was so many great people that we met, so much fun and enjoyment. You're there to relax. They had the little chairs out there. You can relax under the sun. You can be in the water. You see so many great things. You eat the food. Just enjoy yourself. Don't think about the money. I knew that. Don't think about the money. Just enjoy the people. It was beautiful, environment, the beautiful setting. The islands was beautiful. Everybody was fantastic, especially at the islands. Oh, it makes me want to go to, different places and vacations, which I made this channel, which will be going to. God will bless us with the money, and we'll be going to different places before we open up the channel. Thank you, Jesus. So, anywho, so the people was amazing, amazing, amazing people. So yes, shout out to everybody that we met out there, and thank you so much, and everything of the sort. Okay, overall great, and I will do again. Okay, in a while. I wrote that about 2 weeks ago. Okay, we did talk about the drinks. Okay, so overall, good time. I'm gonna change that to good time. I made it a good time because I didn't think about the money, and you see, it was mid. Everything was mid because it was like I had to water myself down. Um, I couldn't be extra. I couldn't be wild. It didn't cater to me. They did have gay for the gays that's watching. They did have gay mixers. Okay, I did appreciate that. And then it was one fabulous African guy. What was his damn name? Guy's damn name. He was fabulous. I love him. He didn't have a Instagram or anything, but he made the mixer, and that was really really fun. Really really fun. Met so many great guys there. They had coins, honey. Okay, one of them had a great dildo business and stuff. This inspires me. Okay, shout out to them. So yeah, so that was really really great. But it was overall really good. I would do again. You see, but probably I'm hearing that Virgin doesn't have adult. I'm sorry, doesn't have kids and teenagers. So I may try it again with Virgin and see what Virgin is giving, and stuff like that. But in a while, okay, because they took it all added up to a big balance, and I did not like that. Really bothered me. They added the gratuity like that at the end, okay, but I then gave gratuity all throughout the ship. Every person got gratuity, and then you hit me with another gratuity. I did not like that. Okay, so yeah, so that is the review. I did leave. They asked me how many stars. I gave them like 2 stars out of 10 or 5 or some 2 stars, and I did let them know that gratuity they hit me with bothered me. It bothered me. Would you refer this to friends and family? If it's their first experience, and if they're straight, I probably would. But if you're gay, I would tell them the kids and the teenagers will, especially if you're not older and you're settled and you're boring and stuff like that. They'll probably like this. Okay, you need to get away. You will like it. Okay, but if you're fun and vivacious and full of energy and stuff like that, you're gonna be watered down because of the kids, the teenagers, and old bitches. But there's just only one old bitch right there, honey. Okay. she she made me feel some type of way, the old dirty bitch on point. She gonna touch her friend. I should have went over there and slapped that old bitch, but honey, you lucky I've been delivered. You lucky I've been delivered. Okay, that old dirty bitch. Okay, so anywho, so I would wait, and then also be I would try Virgin, and also I heard about specialty cruises where it's all gays and stuff like that. I'm hearing that it's expensive, but I may try that. Okay, and where they can be free and wear what they want to wear and be wild, and you can hear some Beyonce on in the clubs and stuff like that. It's something that is where I feel celebrated, not just tolerated. Okay, I would like to be on something like that, on that type of time. Okay, because they're playing my time, then charge me that all that gratuity. Okay, so alrighty, so this is what we do here. So thank you so much for watching and everything of the sort. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to be doing more videos. It's going to be all my travels and every place, events that I'll be going to. I will be, and then also I went to Miami. I will be posting up, a lot of the places I've traveled before. I will be putting on here because I just was sitting in my phone and it didn't go in any channels. It didn't fit. It don't fit the hot topic channel. It don't fit the gay spirituality channel. So I didn't really post that. I just posted on the social. So I will be putting those here on the channel. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Comment what you guys think on this video here and subscribe. Okay, honey. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, this is done. Peace. All right, honey. I felt like that closed. So y'all comment below of where, if you tried Carnival, okay, what was your experience like? What you think of what I thought of my experience of the Carnival? Okay, honey. Are you gay, fabulous, and everything on the sort? Did you have a good time? What was I missing? What other cruises should I, choose and probably be better for me? Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Okay, honey. Now that was better. Bye.